You guys. So I found out today.
You're pregnant.
Well, it was.
Oh my God.
No.
Whoa.
Not
That
even
would be a
close.
surprise.
Not even
That
close.
would be a surprise to me too. Yeah, not even a little bit.
She uses
Okay.
protection, Matt.
Okay, anyway, that's not at all what we're talking about. I was at work today, and my friend at work, my coworker, she was showing me this TikTok. There are commercials in Germany and China that are pleading with the Chinese and German people to help feed America. Have you
Love
seen these?
No.
Yes, I did. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. We're like if you remember those commercials, a nickel a day could feed this child. They're basically of the same vein.
It's exactly that, except it's like
I love that.
49 million Americans go without food.
I love that.
And then it shows this graph about how, like, Americans, 20% of Americans are impoverished and in poverty versus, like, 6% in Germany.
I love that
Like,
so much.
They're like,
Wow.
we need to help Americans.
If
Are these-
you and I are talking about the same video, I think the top comment was like, "This is why we call like America is the poorest country wearing a Gucci belt."
Where to get I
That's
didn't see that
interesting.
comment.
Yeah, as if it was,
Jeez.
as
We
if those
definitely have-
stats were true and it's not just a fucking parody or something.
We definitely
No, it's
a
real.
shitty
No, it was a
social
legitimate like
infrastructure.
.gov
Oh no!
from
Yeah.
Germany advertisement.
Uh-huh. And
Damn.
the
Awesome.
Chinese one too. Yeah.
That's
It's like feedtheus.org or
That's
something.
great.
Yeah,
It's just because our taxes don't go to social services or welfare or
thanks,
like, anything
Obama.
to help us.
they go to guns.
Yeah,
Bam, bam.
yeah, things that matter. You know
Pew, pew. Yeah.
That's right.
that and
Beer and
yeah.
guns
And they go into senators' pockets.
and burgers.
Well,
Yeah.
hot
if they were
dogs.
going into burgers, that means we'd have food.
Well,
And ice cream.
And Vibermectin.
Fibermate.
Mm.
Fuck you,
Or,
Aaron
sorry,
Rodgers.
Ivermectin. Sorry.
Aaron Rodgers, you're a dumbass. Just
Right, this
shut
isn't
your
the
mouth and
sports
throw the
cast.
goddamn ball. I know. I'm just... He's a dumbass.
Anyway, I
He's a
saw that
golden
today,
boy little bitch.
and I thought it was the most ridiculous thing that I've seen, and it made me feel really weird.
Okay.
How weird.
That you live in
Very
a poor
weird, like-
country, Cheyenne. This is a third world.
We're
Welcome.
in a third world country, but it doesn't.
Oh, it feels like it.
But the other
I'm-
countries sure think that.
Intelligence level around
I'm gonna-
here feels like it. I'll tell you that right now.
No, that's true. I'll
I
give you
wanna-
that one.
I want to one-up you with the most ridiculous thing I've seen today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jake showed me this. I had
Did
seen
you guys
it too.
happen... As I say, did you guys happen to see that video that I sent in the group chat earlier this morning?
I need to
Mm-mm.
look at it again.
Oh my god.
Something.
Okay, so
Something.
the fucking... I don't even know what his name was.
I'll look at it.
Representative...
Paul
he's-
Okay, just Paul. We're
Paul
talking about Dune again.
Bosar?
Paul Gassar, yeah. Okay. So, this is a legitimate advertisement. You guys, you've all seen Attack on Titan, right? At least the first
Oh,
season.
Yes.
Or at least one episode of the first
Yes.
season. Okay, so you know the main intro? Where
Yeah.
it's like the Garrison Regiment going up against the fucking Titans and all that, having sex with the bees and the eagles. You know?
I'm sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
Having sex with the bees and the eagles. Da, 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 you know. Yeah, so, okay. This is a fucking legitimate ad for
What?
Republican Arizona, like, border patrol fighting against illegal immigrants. And, you know, like the colossal titan at the end of the intro?
Is it a Mexican?
It's fucking Joe Biden.
Oh.
The titan
I
that...
love that.
Like, you know, he does the Aaron or one of the Garrison Regiment guys. They do like that fancy fucking
Oh my
spin.
god!
They do the fancy fucking spin.
Yeah.
That's AOC.
Look at their
I can't remember
faces.
her
Look at
name.
their faces.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have to post this to the Instagram, you guys.
Yeah, do that,
It,
please.
it is ungodly.
I probably
terrible.
won't. I probably
That's
won't be able to do
ridiculous.
the
Wow.
whole thing, but I'll get some snippets.
Just
At
a link
least
to
throw
it.
the link in there. Yep. I'm
Is
so
that
upset.
legal? Is
He's a
that
fucking-
legal?
I don't know. But hold on. I'm not done talking about it. Hold on. It's
Yeah, shut
all,
the fuck up,
like,
guys.
Okay.
It's all Arizona. It has to be Arizona. It has to be Arizona. Propaganda for border control. And how far are all of you in the show?
I'm all the way up,
I'm on the last season, but I haven't started watching it.
bitch.
I don't
Okay.
know
But I
where
do
I'm
want
at.
to.
Cheyenne doesn't
Okay.
know. She's like season 2.
All I'm going to say is,
Cheyenne, you can mute for
I
a
mean,
second if you
obviously,
want. I'll just mute
and
you.
clearly, they didn't watch this show. They missed the
Hold on, I
entire.
muted her. I don't know how I can. Cheyenne, mute yourself or something, or mute
They
us.
missed the entire what?
Oh, I'm gonna wait.
Mute Jake or somebody. I don't know.
Actually, Chris, you shouldn't.
Yeah, if you haven't
Uh,
seen the last
if-
season, you shouldn't either.
You shouldn't really listen to this either if you haven't seen. it.
Spoiler.
I'm just muting.
Spoiler
Just
warning
give me a
for
thumbs up
Yeah, we will.
when you're
the
Yeah,
most.
just give us a thumbs up or something.
Spoiler warning for the most current season of Attack on Titan. They missed the entire fucking point of this show.
Uh-huh.
That the Titans were actually created by the corrupt government that they're trying to overthrow and defend, and everything just went completely over their goddamn heads. Like, I don't get it. The people that they are attacking and defending their cities from are their own people.
Yep.
Completely missed the mark. And honestly, it backfired in one of the best ways it could have. For people who actually know the show and understand the show and all of the plot line that has gone through it, like, it worked great. Because, yeah, we're shitty people for attacking people who are trying to come in and be safe in our country, you know?
Yeah, fuck them.
Like, I'm all for border control, but not the way they're trying to portray it.
It's not an issue like that. Like, it doesn't
No.
really make any impact.
It is.
If you're stupid enough to have your job taken by someone who can't speak English and is willing to work for pennies on the dollar, then you fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
And they're
if
working
willing
jobs
to
you
go
don't
do
fucking
the work-
want anyway.
Exactly. And this isn't trash talking. These are jobs that your average, I'm going to say it, white person will not do.
Yeah.
Because they know, they think they're beneath them when it's a job. Who cares? It's a fucking job. But regardless, this advertisement was absolutely stupid. It was tone deaf to the actual source material. And I am ashamed of Arizona for actually airing this goddamn advertisement.
I think that that's an infringement of copyright.
It's a gem.
It definitely should be. It really, really should be.
I'm not sure
It was-
that's
Then
a
then
legal
then
thing.
do you guys remember when I sent you that maybe I didn't send it to all of you guys, but do you remember when I sent you when the NBA season was starting up that Twitter post of the fucking Naruto intro with all the NBA players on it?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did send that to us.
It's like that, I guess. It would be the same thing. But
Yeah.
except for that was awesome.
The video that Jake shared with us looks to me like it was something some college kid made as a meme.
But they actually
that
aired
they
it.
were like, "Fuck it, let's roll with it."
All the comments were like, 100% his kid convinced him to do this.
His kid. Oh, God.
It was
Yeah.
arguably the shittiest, and it was the best, shittiest thing I've ever seen.
I don't have anything to top that, but I did hear about something interesting in the Nashville area. That there's
Shane
this
snapped her head,
haunted
like-
house in that area where you
There's what?
there's a haunted house
Mm.
in
Slaughterhouse?
Nashville. I don't know.
You
what
let the
it's
man
called, but
finish, Jesus
let me
Christ.
I'll describe it. To go into it, you have to sign 200-page waiver because in there's this guy that you can't touch him too. You have to say that like you will not touch him, but you give him full permission to like torture you.
Yeah.
And if you can last for 12 hours, you get like $1 million. or
I can
something.
always last for 12 hours, baby.
And
It's
he's,
100. I think it's like $100,000. I forgot what it's called. It's called something.
It's called
Torture
fucking
house.
stupid. That's what it is. It's called fucking
It is.
stupid.
It is really stupid. I watched this. This was like 2 years ago. I watched. This is when I found out about
Chris,
it.
you're
but
so
they moved
2000
it.
and late.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Got
but like there were people who were in there getting like legitimately tortured, which is the
Teeth
point,
pulled.
kind of. Yeah, teeth pulled, their fingernails ripped off. Like they were vomiting, they were crying.
He induced a heart attack in someone by torturing him.
Yeah, and it's like he says that you'll win like $100,000 if you survive. You know, however long, but he can just continuously torture you. Like there's no end. Basically, like
He said, what I heard.
one of them was like a drill, like through the hand or something. Like they had nails
What the
through their
fuck?
hands, or
Yeah.
yeah.
That
One of
brings up the
Look,
question of
$100,000 is not that much money.
Well, one of the people, apparently the person who lasted the longest was a Marine that lasted 8 hours before you can just tap out. Like,
Of course.
he'll let you go.
There's gotta
Well,
be a
and then
safe
you have
word.
to then
Like
you have to
pineapple.
then you have to make a video saying that you're a bitch or something. Like
And because of the
I'm a
signing,
bitch. I
like,
couldn't
that's-
handle
because
having
he
a drill go
signed
through my
all
hand.
those documents
Couldn't handle it.
in it. Like apparently it holds water in Tennessee because he's never been arrested or
Well,
charged
yeah,
with anything.
no,
Contracts hold
'Cause you
water
signed it all
anywhere
away.
if you sign it.
no. He had it first in California, I think, and they shut him down, and he came here because they're like, yeah, whatever.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry about my phone. It's just spam.
That brings up the whole legality of the situation, kind of. I mean, I'm sorry. By the way, I'm back, guys. Sorry, life has been really fucking crazy for me with, the birth of my new child, and now I'm starting to work 12-hour shifts, 5 days a week.
Well, yeah, because everybody
So,
knows it's holiday season, so you might as well
Oh.
work your dick off
It's called,
uncontrollably
if you want to
and not be with
if
your
you want to
family
look
at
it
all.
up, if you want to look it up, it's called McCamey Manor. McCamey, McCamey Manor.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he also films himself torturing you and live streams it on the dark web.
Mm-hmm.
And people have to like buy in to. It's basically like illegal Twitch.
Have you guys talked about Squid Games at all yet?
Nope.
No,
I've watched it, but I don't.
I've
have
watched.
you guys
I
seen it?
finished it.
I
I
haven't
think
seen
Matt's
it.
the only one then.
I was
Oh,
told
it's
we
definitely
shouldn't
worth a
talk about
watch.
it on here, so I didn't care.
I think it'd be
Why shouldn't
relevant
we?
to talk about.
Okay.
Why
Alright.
shouldn't we talk
I don't
about
know.
it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Don't ask me.
Oh, I thought you were like, it's a
No, I
topic
said
that
I
shouldn't
was
be brought
told.
up.
I asked them, or I asked Cheyenne, and she was like, I don't know, probably not.
I don't know. It's pretty intense.
Okay. All right.
I've seen worse. But anyways, it's like the whole legality
It's like-
situation of like, could a real Squid Game actually exist or stuff like that, Talking about torture and stuff like that for a cash
Fair.
prize. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, I've been gone because my life sucks and I work in a Target warehouse and all of you motherfuckers ordering shit are ruining my lives. Ruining my life. So,
But you're also
thanks for
giving
that.
him hours, so he's happy for that too.
Not when they're mandatory
Not really.
12-hour
Not really.
12-hour shifts.
Not really.
So when you order something from Target, just remember
You're-
you're stabbing a knife in my back.
Technically, me as well.
But if you even
But-
shop at Target, you're doing
Why the
that.
fuck did you
But
send
what
me
if? But what if we don't order anything from Target ever?
Then I don't care. I'll find a different job. I hate working in this warehouse.
Mm.
I'm only here because I have to be. Target could go under for all I care. And I only say that because I know it won't.
All right. Anyway, welcome to the Nerdy as Hell podcast. On that note,
Sorry,
We're gonna
corporate hate.
No, yeah, we're gonna move on. I do not condone or
Also,
agree with
let me
anything
just
that
say,
he
let me
just
let me
said.
disclaim
Just-
this real quick.
Just as a
Everything I
disclaimer.
said does not. Everything does not reflect. Everything I just said does not reflect the official views of Target. It's one person's opinion.
or me,
So just
for the record, since I work for the same company.
All right.
Anyway, yes,
Covered my
welcome.
ass.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, thanks for not covering mine at all whatsoever.
hey, you got your own ass. You're good.
Oh, okay, yeah. welcome back, Jake. You were sorely missed.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm your host, Matt, tonight, per usual. And I got Cheyenne and Chris with me here, as well as the undead Jake, who's alive for this week, at least.
Currently holding a baby.
Currently holding a baby. technically we are a fivesome tonight with the child. So today, though, we're gonna do something. I think it's pretty interesting. It's not anything that we've ever explored before, in terms of like great detail. Yes, we have talked about our favorite video games and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't actually shared this with any of you guys. What we're gonna do is, and I'll go first since I'm the only one that's been able to prepare. We're gonna describe what each of our perfect games would be. What our perfect game would have to have in it. And we're going to assume that everything, there's no glitches, nothing like that.
So
what
are
would
we
make
each
a game?
going to just describe one for ourselves, or are we going to together?
For ourselves,
okay.
Each of us.
Okay, so we're not just all agreeing on a game.
No, what would be, Chris, what would be your perfect game? What would it need? Bare minimum, or like bar, to make it, to even, like, to be a perfect game for you. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go first, though. We're just gonna talk. You can talk about anything that's in the game. Anything that would be in the game that would make it a perfect game. And again, since Jake just came back, Jake, we're going to assume that there's no glitches, nothing like that, whatever comes out, what would make a game, what is the perfect game for you, or your perfect game in your mind? So before we do that, Cheyenne, you got some news stories for us, I believe.
I do have some news stories.
Oh, yay.
There might be a lot of noise in just a second. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I was trying to prepare for
Just
that.
let me know when it happens if I don't hear it so that I know I can remove it.
Okay. Let's see. Here,
or we can just
you guys.
cease. Sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome. Welcome to the Nerdy as Hell podcast. What? Where did that? I'm confused.
Or we're doing the
I'm sorry.
re-introing.
My grandparents are about to come in with a bunch of groceries, so I'm like...
Okay.
Here they come.
All right.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah, let's pause for like 2 seconds.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Nightly Nerdy News. I'm your host, Cheyenne. We actually have news again this week. It's crazy. Second night in a row that we've had news. So I want to start off with, I don't think we ever talked about it, but did you guys see that Nintendo launched their expansion pass to Nintendo Online with the NES and Sega? Did we talk about that?
We talked about it, I think, when it was announced, but yes, to answer your question, I did see that, and I totally forgot to bring that up in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
This isn't necessarily breaking news.
No, it's not, but I bought it, and I was looking, because I wanted the not NES, god damn it.
Nintendo 64.
The N64 and the Sega games. They actually don't have very many games on there right now, compared to, like, the Super Nintendo and the original NES, like, emulators that they already had. The games for the N64 and the Sega are pretty lacking, but I'm hoping that they'll just be continually adding more.
Well, when the original, like, Nintendo Entertainment and Super Nintendo games dropped, there wasn't shit. There really wasn't. Only recently, throughout the years, has the collection gotten bigger and more expansive. So
and
were there any
hoping
Sonic
they'll do
games?
the same. Yeah, Sonic 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the only one.
I saw the list. I was like, wow.
I can play that on my phone.
Any notable ones
Yeah.
on the list?
Ocarina
The
of
only
Time,
one...
I think.
Yeah,
64.
the only one that I liked on Sega was... it's called Echo the Dolphin. I just remember playing it when I was a kid.
Me too.
And I got really excited about that, but then I played it, and I have no idea what the fuck to do. Like, I'm just stuck. I'm stuck in the first, like, area. I'm just jumping, flipping around, talking to the dolphins and stuff. And I'm like, well, what's the point? There's no point. Anyway.
Have you done the thing where you, like, supercharge, swim straight up, and then flip, and you flip high enough to where it, like, sends Echo the Dolphin into, like, a whirlwind vortex?
No.
Oh,
I didn't know that was
that.
possible. I'll
It's
do
trippy.
that. Wow.
Yeah,
such great gameplay.
Get good,
I just remember
Cheyenne.
playing it. I just remember playing it when I was a kid, and got all excited for nothing. Anyway, so if you're interested in that, it's $49.99 for the year.
Oh,
Yep.
ouch.
I think
Stick to my
last time we were trying to guess what the price
They
of it
more
was
than
going to
doubled
be.
it just for that.
God.
Mhm. And for the Animal Crossing Happy Home
Do you
Paradise
need that for that?
DLC. Yeah, you had to have the expansion
That's
for that.
what? You have to have
Yeah.
the improved Nintendo Online to get the expansion for Animal
Yes,
Crossing? That is ridiculous.
for free. For
Wow.
free.
Oh, okay.
Like, well,
That's fine.
I don't think
It's
you
not
can.
free.
so I can't buy it separately.
You can't buy it separately.
That is
No.
fucking ridiculous.
It's those three things. Besides Nintendo Online, there's something else with Mario Kart 8.
If I
But I
buy
forgot what
1
it
month
was.
of it, download the things included in it, and then don't renew it, do they take it away?
Oh yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
know. Yeah, probably.
Of course they would. That is
Fuck you, Nintendo.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's why everybody's buying the expansion pack because everybody wants the
That's
new
why.
Animal Crossing
That's
DLC.
why they did it. That's why they fucking did
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Assholes.
You'll be able to buy it in like a month, and then all these people will be like, "Nah."
Probably next year.
See, like, clearly I would buy it for the Sega shit, but I know that the only Sega games I really give a damn about
Or
are the
Sonic.
Sonic games.
You already own all of them,
And-
and you have an actual Sega, so fuck, don't buy that.
And sometime next year we're getting a compilation of Sonic Origins for next gen consoles, which is awesome because I love to play the old games, but it's such a pain in the ass to either.
Hope it's as good as the Sonic Colors release.
No, they're full emulation, so they can't really do too much to fuck that up.
Okay.
To fuck
Knock
that
on
up.
wood.
Anyway, news story 2. Could Call of Duty Vanguard really have an Attack on Titan crossover event on the way?
It's supposed to. I heard that this morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently
Don't
they're
care. Still not
claiming
buying it.
that the latest season of the anime, which I'm not caught up, is more World War II inspired, or has gotten more
Yeah.
World War II inspired. Not trying to get spoilers, not trying to receive or get give spoilers.
Oh,
but
you're receiving.
That's a fair
You're
statement.
receiving.
That's a fair statement.
I don't want to receive. Anyways, so at the end of the year, fans will finally be treated to the long-awaited finale of Attack on Titan franchise.
It starts in January, I believe.
Let's go!
We just looked
Yeah.
it up earlier today.
Fuck yeah, baby.
But an Attack on Titan Call of Duty crossover sounds ridiculous.
Just fair warning,
it
we're probably
does-
going to have a segment for Attack on Titan spoilers weekly. Just so everyone is
Yeah.
aware in the future. So
It
Oh, God.
does share the same aesthetics, like where we are in the
it's World War,
or in
or it
the-
looks like
in
World
the
War.
anime.
It's more closer to World War One.
Yeah, but the aesthetic is what I'm saying. It very much so. They parallel each other quite well.
Well, maybe it'll work then. It just sounds silly.
I'm interested
can
in
I
seeing how
add
they
something?
implement that.
Yeah.
There's full on trench warfare and stuff.
I
Oh,
heard that Vanguard Zombies. So
Oh.
Vanguard Zombies is supposed to continue, like, or at least have you guys done all the Easter eggs
No.
in Cold War Zombies?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so it's supposed to be like a prequel to everything that's happened in Cold War, obviously, because we're in like World War I, World War II era. And I've heard that the release, Treyarch has finally dropped the ball when it comes to zombies, and it's just bare bones. They don't have your standard.
Well, Treyarch didn't make Vanguard, so
I know that, but they had part in development of Vanguard Zombies, from what I understand. But everyone here has played Outbreak. They don't have round-based anymore right now. As far as bare bones, you buy the game and start playing
Outbreak
zombies,
didn't
it's
come
not
out on
round-based.
Black Ops either. So
I'm just saying they
fine.
don't have your standard round-based zombies anymore. It's all Outbreak mission-based kind
Oh.
of. People are
Oh,
very
no.
upset about that.
oh no.
And it might not have sucked as much from what I've seen if the maps weren't so small and and didn't feel like they were more so developed for small round-based zombies.
Mm.
So it's like playing Outbreak, but in D Machine.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait for a free zombies weekend before I decide whether or not I want to buy Vanguard.
That's a good idea. Do you think that the zombie mode that they have in Vanguard can be flushed out with updates and patches?
Absolutely, because I guess their Twitter has come out and said, "You're like, hey, look, it's going to be like this until season 1 starts, until the beginning of season 1." Which I don't know why it's not the beginning of season 1 now already.
It was the
I
same
guess it's
again. It
zero
was the
season?
same with Black Ops.
Yeah, and that's what I figured, is that they'll expand on it more. From what I've seen, the general consensus is more people were kind of just like, you know what, we would have been fine if you just would have done Cold War zombies for another year and fully fleshed out the next zombies mode on whatever Call of Duty that falls on. Because, like,
Sounds
you can't even pause while you're playing private or solo.
Wow.
Like, there's
That
no
sounds-
pause. They don't have the servers.
I mean, to be fair, that was the
Working
thing
properly
forever
to
until
pause.
the newest Black Ops, anyway.
But still, it's something that's was added in Cold War that has become, very much so appreciated, that you think they'd be like, okay, that should be the next thing for sure. That should move on to the next game, but they didn't do it.
Well, when you have a different
So-
developer, things
Oh,
don't
yeah.
tend to line up correctly like that. But anyway, let's go next.
All I'm saying
next news
is
story.
I'm waiting for that.
Next news story is Metal Gear Solid games are being removed over historical footage. So
Wow.
Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are being temporarily removed, quote unquote, from shop fronts. Konami just announced that both Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are being taken down after issues emerging with licenses for select historical archive footage used in game.
How the
you
fuck
know what
can
they're
you
talking
license historical archived footage? That's
Okay,
bullshit.
I don't know.
They talk
gonna say,
about
shouldn't
stuff
that all be
like
public domain?
Should be.
they talk about things
I
that
would think
happened.
so.
Like it's narrated and it tries to give like a context. This happened, so this happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to give spoilers.
No, I
or
know,
go
but they
into
use
detail
real
'cause
life
it's too much.
real life historical
Yeah.
footage. That's that's what's being copyrighted.
It should be
basically.
public domain.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let me read the actual note or letter that that Konami sent out to its users.
Do it.
Thank you for playing the Metal Gear series. We are currently working on renewing the licenses for select historical archive footage used in game. So they already have the license for it, but it's not being renewed or is in process of being renewed. We have made the temporary decision to begin suspending all sale of Metal Gear. Why can't I say Metal Gear? Metal
Gear.
every time. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, and
You
all
just
the
say
products. I know, and all the products that include these games from digital storefronts globally, starting November 8th. So starting today. We sincerely ask for your patience and understanding as we work towards making these products available for purchase once again. Thank you for your continued support of the Metal Gear series. So,
I've
don't
already
know.
got my pitchfork and my torch ready. So
I just feel like when they made 2 and 3, once the game has been released, shouldn't that be it?
Unfortunately, that is not how digital licensing works.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Not even close.
understand. But yeah, so they're pulling all of that right now until they get the licensing figured out. But
so if they never
Anyway.
do, then sorry guys.
you never
Can't
get to
buy
play
it
2 and
digitally.
3 unless you already
Owned
owned it. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're just gonna have to buy a
they'll
PlayStation
probably do is
3
they'll-
with it
Yeah, they'll either
already
Yeah.
loaded on there, like Flappy Bird.
you go to that. You go to that.
For years, I had Flappy Bird still on my
Pete-
iPhone.
Like PT was a thing.
PT
Yeah.
was a thing. They were
Yeah,
selling.
I remember that. People were selling their fucking PS4s on eBay with the goddamn demo.
Yeah, the PT demo. Yeah.
Chris,
So
do you
it's like
still
that.
have the PT demo on your PS4?
I have the DMR for it, but
Yeah.
I deleted it.
Yeah,
Mixed space.
I
I
I
know.
think I still have it on my PS4.
Sweet. You should sell your PS4.
Can you even play
No.
it? Is it playable?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Probably not.
That's what I was saying. I had Flappy Bird on my phone for years, and then one day I decided, does it even still work? And I clicked on it, and it didn't work. So I was like, fuck it. Why do I still have it here then?
Flappy Bird.
To remind you of the good days.
The good old days. So BioWare shares teaser images saying that Mass Effect will continue.
Cool.
Wasn't the last game Andromeda a complete
yes,
total
Yeah,
a
completely
flop?
train wreck.
flop.
Yeah, it totally wrecked.
The new Dragon Age hasn't
November-
even come out yet, and they're like, guys.
Mass Effect. November 7th is in 7 Day, when Mass Effect community comes together to celebrate the series, apparently. I didn't know that.
Instead of
was
yesterday.
because that's your number.
In previous
Separate
years...
Oh, Chris, you just made a fucking bio. God damn it! You just made a Mass Effect fan just cringe.
Why? What happened?
Nothing. Never mind. Just continue. This is still the news. I don't have time to explain why, but let's go.
Okay, anyways, so, in previous years, BioWare has been involved in this day. They announced Mass Effect Legendary Edition. They confirmed new Mass Effects and developments. This year was a more muted affair on the official side of things, with BioWare presumably heads down working on Dragon Age 4, though they did share a teaser image declaring Mass Effect will continue yesterday, the 7th. Anyway, the picture shows a squad of 4 characters leaving a shuttle to walk towards a crater that resembles a Geth's face. Geth's? Geth. From above. Looking up close on one of those 4s is Krogan. And they're walking towards what might be Geth embedded in the ground. Is it Legion? Like Dead by Daylight's killer? No. I'm sure fans will pick apart the details in the days ahead to see what other hints it contains about the next Mass Effect. So, you guys I know are very excited about that, but that is my last news story for tonight. So thank you for joining me on the Nightly Nerdy News. I will see you tomorrow night with more news. Goodbye.
Yeah, the
Goodbye,
excitement is palpable.
I can tell, yeah.
Well, I wonder if it'll be another numeral Mass Effect game, or if it's going to be like Andromeda 2 or some
Oh
shit.
god.
Who knows?
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, who knows?
That's right.
Real quick before we move on, I wasn't able to make your card opening.
You
Can I
don't
show
say.
the shinies.
You don't say. I don't think
Can I show
anybody
you the
made that
shinies
card
I got
over.
No.
because I got excited and just opened them?
Nobody made it.
At least just one of them.
Nobody cares.
I know I didn't because I went to bed.
Yeah, because you fucking
I got a
suck.
shiny
Sweet.
Empoleon.
Cheyenne, do you want me to send pictures of the fucking... I would... It's going to be too many. But do you want me to send the pictures of the things that I got?
Yeah, that'd be
Jake, after this,
Just
I'll
put
show
them
you
all
what I
out.
got. I don't
Jake-
want to go through it again
Jake-
because I went through it last
A
week
group
on the stream.
picture.
I'll show you the football
Jake-
cards too.
Okay,
Jake's,
yeah.
Jake, send me a
What?
picture. Send me a picture of the
Okay.
shiny ones that you got.
I mean, we were
Okay,
having a conversation, but that's okay.
No, I had something important to say.
Yeah, fuck us. All right. So, now that the news is over, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go first as an example again. So what we're doing, each of us is going to give again what in our minds would encompass the perfect game for us. Like for me, I'm going to say what needs to be in the game for it to even for it to be perfect, basically. Like what whatever.
What's your niche game, basically?
Yes.
Like, what would be perfect for you,
Yes.
personally?
Yes, exactly. All right, so I'll start again with just aspects of what the game needs to be. Okay, so and we'll discuss this. We can be like, yes, I could totally see that, or blah blah blah, whatever. So for me, first of all, I need it to be third person. I can't really get into first person games anymore. I don't know what it is. I've just completely burnt out on first person shit.
I feel that.
I can't tell you the last time I finished a first person shooter that wasn't Doom. Yeah, so that is a must for me for my perfect game. I need character customization. But the main character does not need to be like it can be a fixed character as long as I have the ability to change clothes or hairstyles or whatever. Similar like i.e. Geralt, I guess. So
I was literally about to say, so like Geralt, you can change his haircut and his armor and clothing. And
because
stuff like
I'll be honest, I kind of prefer games where the story is already established and the game isn't dependent on me to create the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like Skyrim and other games where you create your character and your entire persona is just fucking there's nothing there. You're just a husk of a thing that walks around and says yes and no. I like there being history between the characters that you didn't necessarily create, that you can discover.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Again, yes.
Do you want your character to be voiced? Or do you want it just to be like, you click a thing and then the AI replies?
Yeah, I need my character to be voiced. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female at all. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We're over the age of Link. Link needs to start fucking talking.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't really do the silent protagonist thing. I
so
did it for
awkward.
Doom, but again, Doom is my one exception.
It's so awkward when someone's like, "Hey, blah blah blah, what's going on?" and you're just like, your character's like,
like Master Chief sometimes.
Well, Master Chief speaks though.
He does, and so does Doom Guy sometimes.
All right, so
yeah.
I need a semblance of an open world most of the time. Now there are exceptions, but I need a semblance. I like exploring and traversing and stuff like that and discovering things. I need some kind of either, depending on the setting, a horse or vehicles or something, again, that also, that gives you a sense of ownership of what you have to traverse. Stuff like that. I also think, different play styles are a must. So,
keeps it interesting.
The stealthy way to go about it, or like the loud way. You can just go in guns blazing, or you can talk your way. There's not a lot of games that allow you to just talk your way through everything, but I feel like that also should be an option.
Yeah, like you could diffuse the situation completely.
Yes, yeah.
Or like, these are not the droids you're looking
Yep, so along with that, RPG with dialogue choices.
Meaningful dialogue choices. I think you should stipulate, because
yes,
Fallout 4 had dialogue choices.
Meaningful dialogue. And I need a badass soundtrack. And good,
What about
simple, engaging combat, whether it be gunplay or swordplay. Those are the ingredients that I need for the.
Well, going back to like meaningful, discussion options. Does it matter to you, or would it make it better if God damn my phone! I'm so sorry. Anyway, would it be better for you if, depending on the choices you make, depends on the ending you get, or one ending?
Yeah, I like that. I don't. It doesn't necessarily have to be many different endings. Like, the main ending doesn't have to be different for each one, but
provided the endings are at least decent.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
How about a game like Shadow the Hedgehog that has literally 14 different endings?
Yeah,
but none of them fucking
great
matter.
Game.
But see, because I guess that would make dialogue meaningful if it changed the outcome of your whole playthrough. So.
Well, it's not, if the dialogue just needs to be interesting, it's if I'm enjoying the conversation and I'm engaged, then that's good, right? So,
like Undertale. Have you played Undertale or seen anything about Undertale?
No, I've heard a lot about that
game. Talked about
a lot of the dialogue options. I mean, the game's over 5 years old now, so spoilers if that's really a thing. The whole thing is about, are you going to be pacifist? Are you going to be neutral? Are you going to kill anyone and everything? And it only has 3 endings. There's one neutral ending, obviously. And I think that's a really, really powerful strength towards Undertale as a whole, is that you have the choice to you're either killing everything, and that affects everything that happens throughout the story. Saving everything, same thing. or going neutral, which kind of just gives you a general story.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need that, but again, that's great. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this like, again, well, like, what elements of a game for you would make, like, do you need for it to be a perfect game?
Okay.
Or I guess I could even say, like, what kind of game would you make for your perfect game?
So,
Oh,
Matt,
that's so hard.
if you could switch between first and third person in Cyberpunk, would that be one? 'Cause
Yes.
It seems like Cyberpunk itself has almost all the elements.
Yes,
That you said you want.
I hate first-person games with customization because it's fucking pointless. Why do I give a
any of it.
fuck
You
what
only
my
see
character...
yourself in
Why the
cutscenes.
fuck do I give a shit what my character looks like if the entire
Mhm.
game I'm in first person?
That's a valid point.
Yeah, it's super frustrating and stupid. Kind of just a waste of time. Like, it's nice, I guess, in
sounds
Cyberpunk, right? When I create my character, I can look down and see my dick, right? But, you know, who cares? I mean, I could do that in third
or
person.
lack
too.
thereof.
Yeah, or lack thereof. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no. Yeah, I need simple and effective combat. I hate overcomplicated combat systems. Because you can get bogged down in trying to learn it and getting your ass whooped. And I don't necessarily need it to be difficult. I don't need a hard ass game to enjoy it. Now, I do enjoy some, but I don't need it to be. But
I
Good.
do remember trying to play The Witcher 2 before Witcher 3 came out.
oh my god.
And I absolutely hated the combat, and I took it back because I could not figure out the combat system.
Yep.
It just wasn't natural.
Yeah, it was.
It doesn't do a good job explaining itself.
It just over explains everything. It over explains everything in Witcher 2.
And then I think I told you that when Witcher 3 came out, and you were like, Cheyenne, you've got to play Witcher 3. And I was like, I didn't like Witcher 2. I don't think I could get into Witcher 3. It's completely different. So.
And I think I already said it, but yes, I need a badass soundtrack.
hmm
mhm.
That's what I need. So
So let me ask you this:
There you go.
in that vein, being musically inclined, do you care if badass is necessarily orchestral, like real instruments?
No,
Does it
doesn't matter.
if it's synthesized.
there's not a single
8-bit?
hint of metal in The Witcher, and I love all the music.
Dude, the music in Dark Souls is banging, and that's
Same.
orchestral too.
Yeah, absolutely.
because sometimes. Well, I'll talk about it. When
Yeah,
I
the
get there.
boss music in Bloodborne is out of this fucking world.
hmm
It's fantastic.
So dramatic.
So yeah, I can bang to anything except for country, to be honest. So
What kind of gameplay mechanics would you need in it?
like what do you mean? Like
Like, would you need? Like, what would be the gimmick, quote unquote, that
hooks you?
that would hook you and bring you.
well, we're gonna wait on that. We're gonna wait on that because there's something else that I want to do after we talk about this from everybody. Okay, so
Okay.
who wants to
Because
go-
Wii games, just to throw Wii
well,
games. out as an example,
it's
the biggest.
it's harder to nail
gimmick.
down. Like I'm just saying, like we're not creating our own game here, right this second, right? So
Just what it needs to have.
yeah, just the things that it needs to have to make it a perfect game. Like it needs to have all
Okay.
these things, and then we're gonna assume the story is great. Or if you don't need a story, if it's all just gameplay focused for you, like say, Sonic, right? You don't need the story in Sonic, whatever, for it to still be your favorite game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
exactly.
save the day. That's your story.
Yeah.
Save the day.
Yes. So all right, whoever wants to go next, take it over.
I do.
Jake wants to go. All right.
I do. It's a good segue because everybody knows I'm a big Sonic fan.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, sometimes I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm very much so a old school platformer. Like that's my shit right there. I love platformers. One of the games that I haven't played that I'm extremely dying to play is Shovel Knight because I haven't played that and it's a great game from what I've heard. I need it.
Hollow
to be-
Knight. You need to put that on your list too.
hmm Super Meat
Okay.
Boy would be a good one.
All right. Anyway,
Um, I want it to be your standard mid to late 90s platformer. I don't care if it's 3D, 8-bit, or 16-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit. I don't care. I want to feel like it's an old platformer.
So what? But
it
what if
doesn't
it's really
necessarily-
artsy looking, like the Ori games, like super artsy?
That's fine.
Okay.
I that's what I'm saying. I don't care what it
Okay.
looks like. It's for me, my perfect game is clearly a platformer because I'm not the greatest at shooters. I'm very picky on either third person or first person games.
Yeah, you should.
Um,
You should give Hollow Knight a try when
expand.
it goes on
I
sale
know,
on your
I-
Switch.
I need to expand myself. I agree with you. Soundtrack can be literally whatever it wants to be. I am though a sucker for a really, really well done MIDI 8-bit soundtrack or 16-bit soundtrack. Those tend to strike a chord with me, no pun intended, more than orchestral pieces. Like Kingdom Hearts has probably one of the best orchestral soundtracks out there, in my opinion, closely followed by Super Mario or Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey has a great soundtrack. I'm not too worried about character customization. Again, it's a platformer, so just give me the protagonist and let me control them and get them from point A to point B. I like when a game will teach me a mechanic that becomes integral to the boss fight at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's always satisfying to like, oh, and it teaches you early. Like First World, you're learning a lot of the main mechanics. And then by the time the boss fight comes around, you've got those mechanics down packed. And it's just second nature for you. Like, oh, he's doing ABC. So I got to counter with X, Y, and Z and then attack with my ABC. Stuff like that. It's just second nature for you at that point. And I want, speaking as somebody who's experienced this, I don't want the game to be rushed. I want the game to take its time. I don't need it to meet some kind of deadline. If it needs more time, fucking tell me it needs more time and I'll wait for
We're
it.
assuming that that's all taken care of.
Okay, cool. Because every single motherfucking Sonic game is rushed to meet a deadline, and I hate it.
Got to please those
And they
fans.
usually want. No, well, that's the thing. They think it's going to please us, and then it just shits all over our faces and says, "Eat it. You wanted this. Here you go."
Jake, I think that you would like playing something like Hollow Knight, for example, because a lot of these like indie game are made by a small team of developers that are doing it on their term, and it's their artistic vision. So they're not
Mhm.
cutting corners and like
A
saving
lot-
time. So
a
to
lot
speak,
of the things,
simplifying.
by the way, that you said you need, Hollow Knight like checks every single box.
Yeah, every single one, dude.
Cool. I've never even heard of Hollow Knight until you guys just said it right now. So
It's fucking good,
Yep.
and it's
a
got an
plat-
impactful story
yeah.
too. It's good.
yeah, and I'm okay with no story. Save the
It's
princess.
a platform. It's a platformer.
It's a Metroidvania style. platformer.
Metroidvania platformer. That is like I would say it's very 90s ish because it's pretty difficult. And it's not very forgiving.
It does have a retro feel to it, but it also has modern twists.
Yeah, it has a very good soundtrack also.
Good
And there are
mechanics.
boss fights that mechanics do matter in, as well as traversing through the world. You need certain mechanics to get certain places, and you need to unlock
It's almost like
abilities to
Dark
get
Souls
through.
too,
Yeah,
because you drop your money and you have to come and get it, and if you die again before you get it, you lose it.
I know that's true of Shovel Knight as well. When you die, you lose your money, and you got to go back and get it.
all right. So, Jake, you're pretty much done, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I didn't intend for this to be like a super, super long thing. So, because we got one more thing after this. So, Chris or Cheyenne, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
All right, so
All right,
I
Chris,
tend
you
to
go.
gravitate towards more serious games. I like games that have like kind of a darker atmosphere or darker themes. I'm not really that into kiddie games, so to speak. I guess
Oh, no,
Hi,
no
that's me.
cats. I got it.
the like the most for children game that I'll play, I guess, is Pokemon, and it's really turning me off lately with its increasingly like bright, and it doesn't seem like there's ever any conflict. There's nothing to overcome.
Yeah, fuck happiness.
I liked in the second gen Pokemon where your rival is a fucking asshole, and you get to name him like whatever the fuck you want. You name him piece of shit, and he'll just show up randomly and just kick you in the balls because he's an asshole. Gave me somebody to fucking hate. Gameplay is really important to me. Like, I want quality. So I'm with Jake. Like, it should take as long as it takes. But I like hidden things around the map and like Easter eggs and shit. But I don't like it to an annoying extent. Like, I found in Assassin's Creed it was annoying having to get every feather and every fucking flag, and
Because you were focused on it.
You like intelligent discovery of
Yes.
or exploration.
yes, I like.
You like there to be a
generally,
reason for the collectathon.
I tend to gravitate towards more open world things, but I don't mind if it's linear, provided that it does it well. Like older games, like I don't know if you guys know what Siphon Filter is. Maybe that'd be a throwback game, but that one's like a linear.
I honestly think I have a copy of that. It was PlayStation 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's 2
worth a lot.
discs.
Yeah, it's worth a lot, by the way.
I have a copy
I used to have a copy of it.
in a dual jewel case.
Yeah,
Keep
those
it.
are worth a lot.
They're worth a lot. But
I don't have the art booklet, but I have the game.
I like a lot of different varieties. Like I'll play. The graphics aren't important to me. The gameplay is what's important, and the atmosphere and the setting. Like I want to be. Yeah, that's Siphon Filter.
Yep, I have a copy of that.
I love music in the games too. Like sometimes there'll be like a soundtrack to a game that I'm just like, I gotta hear it today. For whatever reason, I'm in the mood for that.
Yep.
Customization is nice. It's not super important, but if there's customization, I want it to be flushed out well. And if there's dialogue choices, I want it to be impactful, and I want it to matter. Like, I don't like where there's 3 choices, and basically 2 of the choices have the same result, and one of them yields either diverts you back to the first result, or it is
Irrelevant.
irrelevant. Yeah. Like, I was really disappointed with Fallout 4's dialogue, with its story. I also like games that have like a sense of urgency. Like, shit, I really need to do this thing now. And it, like this, I don't know how to describe it.
Not like a game where it's like, okay, your next mission is to go here and defeat this boss.
I'll
me
meet
go do
you
this
there,
quick-
and then they just
Let me go do this quirky little side mission
Yeah.
of feeding cows while the farmer's gone. You know,
exactly.
it's like you're time based. Get over there now.
It kind of breaks the immersion for me because I like the sense of urgency. I like games with consequences. Like,
other than death.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, I don't like when games give you the option to attack NPCs, but you can't kill them or wound them. Like Skyrim with the children, that fucking annoyed me because there were so many kids there that
I can't kill the kids. It fucking sucks.
Because you're walking around in fucking Whiterun or wherever the fuck you are, and there's always some shitty kid like wandering up to you and just says the dumbest fucking lines, and I just would love nothing more than to decapitate that kid. And consequences be damned. I'll serve my time in jail. Just kill that fucking kid.
And yet, when you shoot a chicken with a bow and arrow on accident, you get mobbed.
That's right. Don't you dare kill that chicken. But
I can't kill the kids. This game fucking sucks.
Fucking Whiterun guard.
I don't know. I miss the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance versions, like games, like that time frame. Like,
So like the what is it? It's not 32-bit. Is it 32-bit? Yeah, it's 32-bit.
I miss that time of games. Like, if I knew how to install an emulator on my computer without giving it a
it's
fucking
easy.
virus.
For Game Boy, it's stupid easy. Not legal. Let's throw this out there. Not legal.
Yeah, don't
And
do
we're
it.
Not condoning
we're
this in
we're
any way.
strongly advising you don't do it.
Don't do it. But it's stupid easy.
Okay. 'Cause I'm just worried I'm gonna that'll be the final nail in the coffin for my computer.
Your issue will
All
be finding ROMs.
So
because
yeah, those are a bitch.
Nintendo fucking sucks with that.
So before we run out of time and Chris has to bounce, because there is one more thing I need to get to. All right, I want yours now, Cheyenne. Let's go.
Okay, I feel like there's a lot of hates. I'm going to try to talk
Yes,
fast.
so
I don't like...
You don't have to
I
talk
don't-
fast, but just
listen to
succinct.
me. I don't like turn-based games, except for Pokemon. Pokemon is an outlier and doesn't count.
So all the early
I
Final Fantasies, no.
hate them.
I don't
Uh,
want to know what you hate. I want to know what you need for a perfect game.
Okay, but see, like, you gotta know what I don't
No,
want.
I don't.
To
No,
know
I
what
don't.
I do
Narrow it
want.
down.
I don't though.
Just
Okay,
Let's not
so
argue
I
with
really...
I just
I really like mystery games, so like Nancy Drew, Scooby-Doo on the Game Boy Color. I loved playing that. Like, I love having like a mystery to solve or something to, not ridiculously hard, but like something to go after. I also love Harvest Moon and the farming games, and I like kind of that relaxing, like,
casual games.
yeah, like, so if I could have, like, a detective agency that I had to, like, kind of take care of and build up and, you know, like, go chop some wood, and build my detective agency out in the woods somewhere, I don't know, and have a cow. I love cows. I don't know, but I also love having a mystery. So, like, Harvest Moon, I like the 3D aspect. Some of them are, like, 2D overhead. But I really like it when it's like a 3D third person kind of open world Harvest Moon. But sometimes in those games there's mystery, but I would want more like mystery and intrigue along with having my farm and doing cool things with my farm and
Like
having
Stardew
animals
Valley,
and
but with more
yeah,
conflict.
well, not conflict. I don't like the fighting part in Stardew Valley because I die a lot. I'm just not very good at it. And, but I want to solve more mysteries like in Stardew Valley. You know what I mean? Like you going around and you have to put the rainbow shells in the bucket,
Or
right?
like have
And you get
another
solve,
note.
like,
Cheyenne, your
Miss
taste in games
Jones.
is so wholesome. It's ridiculous.
But like, so you take the
Like,
rainbow shell
solve a
and then
crime.
solve a crime or like
Oh,
solve
I'd love that.
solve more puzzles like Nancy Drew. So like Nancy Drew and Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, like all, you know, there you go.
Okay.
How do you feel about like
Okay.
puzzly games or like
I love
pattern
puzzle-
recognizing games?
I like those two.
Have you ever played Papers, Please?
Yeah, I love Papers, Please. And there's another
Is that the
one.
one where like you're a Soviet era like
You're at a board-
TSA employee?
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
a
Border Patrol dude? Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
looking at
there's
people's
an-
passports and shit.
There's another one that I was playing that's kind of like that. I forget what it's called. Anyway, Death and Taxes. You have to like you work for the you work for Grim Reaper and you have to like pick who's gonna live and who's gonna die based on like the prerogative for the day. That's kind of fun, like deciding who. And you could go against the Grim Reaper and he gets all mad, or you can do it to the letter. You know,
That's cool. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that game.
Death and Taxes.
All right. So before we wrap up, real quick. So the reason why I asked you guys to do that is because what we're going to do over the next 4 episodes is each of us is going to pitch a game concept with lore, a title, characters for their perfect game that they would create using what you guys just told me and everybody else listening.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
I'm going to go first next week. I already have pages of lore written. So,
Are you
So we're-
saying like find a game with lore
no.
and an interesting thing?
No. Create.
Design it yourself?
Yes. I want, but
We're pitching our own
we're
game.
pitching our own games. We're obviously, if say Jake wants to make a 2D platformer or whatever the fuck he wants to do, he doesn't need to be super I would love to hear lore and stuff behind the characters. Like create an original character that you play as and a gimmick or a gameplay like what he does, right?
A mechanic.
To traverse, a mechanic. But I want us all to do that in our own way, using what we all just described over the next few weeks. I will go first, Because again, I've already got enough. Chris, I know you're fucking busy as shit, so if you need to go last, you can go last to do all this stuff. And
I
then
might be able to do it online.
we'll flex Jake in when he can be here. He can do it. So, but I'm going to throw a wrench into this. All of us are going to propose something really stupid that needs to be a focal point in the game right now. And then I'm going to wheel spin.
Focal point
Yep.
for the game we're pitching, or a different game?
No, we're all just going to we're going to throw something out, and one of us each is going to be assigned that stupid thing, and we have to put that in the game.
A stupid thing?
Yes.
So you pitch a game, and then you
Nope.
say something.
No, we're being told right now what that thing is, and we have to integrate that stupid thing into the game we're creating.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So basically, we have to think of our own worst mechanic a game could possibly
It could
have.
be a mechanic.
It has to
could
be part
It
of
could
our
be a
game.
mechanic. It could be a theme. It could be a word. It could be anything stupid, but it has to be prevalent and in the game.
Like if
Can I
you
go
really
first?
hate Claptrap, you have Claptrap in your fucking.
It's something.
thing.
It's not
Irritating
necessarily. I mean, sure. If you want to be that brazen about it, that's fine. I don't care. All right, Jake. What's your thing?
Every next level is paid DLC.
Oh
No.
no, not like that. No.
Okay,
All right.
That's like a
no,
movie.
no.
Oh.
I was gonna say that's really fucked up.
No. It can be
All right,
it can be
give me
a
a minute,
quirk
give me a
for a
minute.
character or something, anything stupid. It doesn't even have to be
What
really,
a-
really stupid.
What about, like... No, that's just a puzzle.
Your guy
It's
goes,
just hard.
yeah! Every time he punches somebody or something, and it's fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean it could
Like that?
literally just be something like that. I don't care. It could be a power. It could be even if it doesn't necessarily make sense, it could be a superpower for a character that's really dumb or something like that. Or something unfortunate.
An infinitely elastic penis.
No.
Chris,
can
if
get
you want
thinner
that,
and
yeah,
thinner
you
and
go
thinner.
for it. I don't know what
What's
that would
your
have to do.
game gonna be?
I don't
Wait,
I don't
so
know.
are we making these stupid things for our games? Or are we
Nope.
throwing
Yes.
them out there?
We're throwing them out,
for-
and they're going to be for each other.
We're putting it
Oh,
into the other person's proposal.
Yes. No. Listen. Right now, we're all going to come up with something stupid. It can be anything.
And then they'll be
And that
assigned
thing
right
is going
now.
to be assigned to one of us that isn't
Oh, okay.
yourself, and that has to be integrated into either the lore. It can be like you can literally say in this moon shoes. So like I have someone so like for whatever like Chris, you say moon shoes, right? So my like main character or people just wear moon shoes or something, and just they have to fucking walk like fucking like that or something
That's
through the
good.
game.
I was
Right? Do
thinking
you guys
like
want
NJ,
to do
like
that?
moonwalking
Or do you guys
back.
Yeah.
want to keep it super serious? And then after we put our serious things forward, then each of us can then revise it with a stupid thing.
I want everybody to wear capes.
no. Let's.
Okay.
I like us creating our own game,
Okay.
and then we propose those games, and then after we do that,
We're forced to
we-
add something
we-
ridiculous.
We round robin it and add
Ah.
a ridiculous mechanic to
And
it.
then we come
that
back
we're
the
supposed
next
to work
week.
around.
And then we come back
Yeah.
the
That
next
we have
week.
to work
and
around.
we have to work around it. Okay. All right.
Yes, I like
All
that
right.
idea.
Okay, we'll do that then. That's fine. So you guys have a bunch of time to think about it. So do you guys want to do it like 3 things for each person? So like when I go next week, each one of you guys think of something that I have to put in after I've proposed it?
And then the three of us
You
who
got-
are not presenting our game can vote for it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Each one of you guys present something and then you vote on which one you guys want to go with.
Mhm.
And then
Okay.
you have to work around
And then
it.
I'll have to work around it. Yeah. But then I'll have the time to work around it while you guys present yours the
Are
next coming
presenting.
weeks.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
So so this is going to be a long thing that we're doing. We
It's
may
gonna be a
take
series.
we may take breaks in between, but yeah. So next week,
Especially for me. I'm sorry. Until literally Christmas Day, I'm going to be working 60
yeah,
hours
so
a week.
I will go. I had a wheel spin ready for stuff to be added, but that's okay. So I like what we did better. So if you guys have to re-listen to what you guys said in this episode, I will send you the audio, the finished audio, like as soon as I edit it, and I'll timestamp when you guys are describing your game.
Cool.
So you guys can re-listen to what you're saying, because I'm going to do that also and write it down, so I know it maybe to expect, I guess. Actually, I don't need to do that. You guys can do it yourselves. So yeah, I want you guys to create. You can go as deep into lore as you want, but I need a title for your game, a main mechanic. I'll write this down. A title, main mechanic. If it has a story, I need at least a broad just a broad perspective of the plot. That, or whatever.
Okay.
And you can go in as in depth as you want. And then at least a main character name and description, I guess, of this character.
Should we have a protagonist name and description as well?
Yes, that's what I meant. Main character. I'll say.
If your game has a protagonist, because Cheyenne, the way you were describing.
Yeah, I guess
game,
if Cheyenne's is
necessarily
Stardew Valley
have a
or whatever.
protagonist.
Yeah, okay. Doesn't need to, I guess. If you have a character then that you play as, then yes, do that.
I already have an idea that I'm writing down.
Name and background. Yeah, I'm already writing pages for the lore of in my world. I went off today when I came home.
That's a good idea. Like, I just wrote down one. I don't know if I'm going to go with it, but I think it's solid.
Yeah, Chris, you'll have a while, so go for it. But I hope you guys are excited in terms of, obviously you guys and the listeners are excited for this, because I am excited to hear what everybody comes up with, because I think it's going to be badass. And even just listening to what you guys said about what your favorite games are, just hearing like how different all four of us, like our preferences for like the perfect game is ridiculous.
It is.
Oh yeah, we're all very wildly different when it comes to.
Yeah, I would say Chris and I are close, but we look for different things in our.
Chris
in our
is
games.
more like horror, serious based, and yours more.
Oh,
like
I would love
fantasy.
it if you came up with like a horror game concept or something. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, Matt, you're more like adventure storytelling.
Yeah.
Chris is horror.
Fantasy kind of.
Similar points and necessary like things within the game, but as far as story direction goes, you guys are completely different.
Yeah, so we're gonna come at it like we're pitching it and going. All right, dogs, come on now. I'm almost done. Calm down. And we're gonna go at it like that. So if you guys have any questions about the format of what we want to do, just text me or we can talk about it. But yes, next week I will do mine. Next week.
Okay.
So try to make it if you
overtime
can.
next Monday, so I should be able to make it.
All right.
What if you have two ideas and you can't choose between the two of them? Can one be a little idea that you're like, this by itself is one thing?
I
and
guess
this
if
might
you
be an
go.
idea.
but
If you can integrate them together, figure it out.
Combine.
them, Chris. Or
Who
Just
knows?
which- I
Maybe.
would say
Who
which-
knows? You pick the better one, and then we throw in some weird, crazy fucking mechanic or something, and then you're like, oh, that's exactly what I need for it to be both of these things.
It's a good idea.
there you go.
Or you
So-
figure out a way
and
to do it
And
that
the
way.
thing can be, it doesn't even, I guess, have to be stupid. It could just be like time travel or like
A gimmick.
like a gimmick or something, like that. So
Apple
and then after we hear each person's
Apple trees.
apple trees, sure. After we hear each
Juice.
person's pitch, it'll be interesting what you guys come up with. If you want to try to make it harder to integrate everything to make sense, or if you want it,
Or what we think is cooler.
or if you think something would be cooler, or whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm
Okay.
excited. I don't know how you guys
I
feel about this,
I
but
think this was a good idea to pitch. I already have
Yeah,
kind of a
this is fun.
fleshed out idea of what I would want to do.
I
with
do
one
not.
game.
by the way,
I'm very overwhelmed.
after we do this, I want to take one of the characters out of this and make them our mascot.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
We're gonna vote.
Okay.
We're gonna vote on who the best character is, and we'll make
Okay.
them the
We could
nerdiest
put it
hell
up on
mascot.
Twitter too, and
Yeah, and have nobody
get
vote. Yeah,
input from.
And
don't know.
Instagram. We
Yeah,
have
I
Instagram
agree.
followers.
I agree.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, we'll do that, and we'll try to get maybe some art made of them or something.
And at least in our own profiles too, we can throw it up and be like, "Hey, out
Yeah.
of these 4 characters, which one do you think sounds the coolest?" With literally no backstory, no lore about them, just which one do you think sounds the coolest?
All right. So are you guys Excited
I'm
about
down.
that? All right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down.
I got one more thing to say for anyone that doesn't listen to it, and I wanted to go ahead and fully explain here. I kind of explained it in my 5-minute thing. Chris, you can bow out if you need to. I'm just going to talk about the sportscast, but I'll be done in just a second.
I can
Okay,
I also
Cheyenne,
need
what?
to
Stick it
bow
out.
out. I also need to bow out. I'm sorry.
Like our
Okay.
podcast is going to go
Can't
for
wait
like
another
10
2
more
minutes.
probably.
No,
Yeah, it's only
Ripley's,
another minute or
like-
two.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I just wanted to clarify. So the sportscast has been shelved again. It's just
my fault.
It's not your fault. It's partially your fault, but it's not all your fault. I don't have the time to like research and watch every game the way I should to be able to talk about every game and stuff like that during the sportscast. And since I've taken my medicine or started taking my medicine, I've found it much harder to carry it by myself and have the energy to do it. And like hype myself up to be like excited while I'm talking and stuff like that on the episode. So not only that, but the biggest thing for me is that the quality is not exactly what I want because of that. Because there's no banter between two people and there's not enough in-depth, like example. It's just me just blah, 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 blah.
Regurgitating what happened in sports.
Yes, exactly. What, Chris?
I have a idea. I don't know how you are going to be receptive to it. But what if, first of all, can you watch can I watch week 1's games online somewhere?
If you have NFL Game Pass.
Yeah, you got to have Game Pass to watch it.
Damn. Okay. Because I started to say, what
you-
if we did like an off-season sportscast where you guys go over week 1's shit and then you discuss that, and then the next week you do week 2 and so on, and when football is done. So then you just, I don't know, you can discuss how the teams have grown or how they've declined, this, that.
I feel like that's interesting, but I feel like as a viewer, people would rather go week to week, especially with sports
When it's,
My
when it's
thing-
happening.
or daily,
What-
whatever they.
What I would throw out as a suggestion is maybe like a monthly sports cast. We talk about our team's performance that month. Because I know there will be at least one time a month
It's-
that I
it's
will
not-
have time.
I'm just
sit
saying,
down and
I'm
talk about
shelving the weekly episodes. There's no. This isn't season 2 is over. We can have special episodes still. I'm just saying it's not weekly anymore. So I apologize to anybody that doesn't like that. I'm sorry. I don't want to put out content that I don't think is good.
No, I totally agree with that. And like I said, as important, again, Cheyenne, if you need to bow out, absolutely,
Yeah,
please go
I
ahead.
do.
All right, that's fine.
Ripley's-
All right, we'll see.
Ripley's
Peace out.
See you
getting
next
sick.
week.
I'm sorry.
Oh
right,
shit.
peace
Okay.
out, Cheyenne.
See you next week. Sorry.
See you, Sean.
Bye.
This is the last year, hypothetically speaking, hopefully speaking, and 99% positive thinking that I will be working a shit schedule like this. So
Yeah,
I
well,
will have time in the future to dedicate to a sportscast. It's just this year, it happened at the most, as far as the podcast goes, it happened to me at the most inconvenient time. Ollie was born literally week 2
yeah, I think so.
of the NFL season. So I've introduced a new unable
Human.
to sustain himself human into the world, and surprise, surprise, I've been working 12s since like mid-October, when usually we don't start until literally Black Friday. So, you know,
Ouch.
life has just really, really sucked lately. And I think it's because of the whole trucking situation or delivery situation that's going on within the United States right now.
Jake, are you
But
getting enough sleep?
regardless, I'm trying.
You never get enough sleep, even if he wasn't working. The baby, dude, never.
The 2 babies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2.
Well,
One
Miles
you
sleeps pretty
can
good.
more or less point and be like, go over there.
yeah,
At
she's
this
pretty
point.
good. Her grandma got her a Amazon Fire Kids tablet, so that's been really helpful. That's been a double-edged sword. It's like super helpful because she has all these games and she'll go and play it, but as soon as that fucker dies, it's like the world is coming to an end for her.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So she's
You guys are going to be
I don't
those
wanna
parents
say-
in the restaurants that have both their kids have a fucking
No.
iPad in their face.
No, we're not. We don't take it anywhere. She only gets to play with it at home. The only time I've taken it with her to play was this past Friday, when I had a softball game. Allie needed a break from having both kids by herself, so I took Allie with me I took Miles with me to my softball game, and I let her play with her tablet there to keep her entertained while I was out in the field. That's the only time I've taken it out. We don't give it to her constantly. In fact, we wait until the latest point of the day to give it to her because I don't want her to lose her imagination and only play games on a fucking tablet, you know.
Fair.
Yeah.
But long story short, I'm just saying this would be the last.
Like, we can
time.
always try it again next year. Doesn't matter. There's some
and
tweaks
I'm all
that I
for
want to make to the show.
supplemental episodes.
I want, in my mind, I want to make it more focused.
Okay. Because I have a lot to say about what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I recorded a 10-minute voice recording memo so I could send it to you and you could throw it in on an episode. 10 minutes of me just screaming into my phone.
I don't think that probably doesn't need to see the light of day.
I mean,
Anyway,
it's
also
concise.
sportscast numbers are dwindling anyway recently, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, if you did listen to the sportscast, thank you. If you're sad that it's going away for a while, again, sorry. There will be some episodes every once in a while. We'll definitely talk about playoffs.
I can almost guarantee, playoffs, Super Bowl,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Any live events that we participate in, we'll probably cover on there also. But yeah, it's going to stay on this channel, on the Nerdy as Hell podcast channel for the foreseeable future. But we're going to toss around ideas to kind of morph it into something of quality instead of us just aimlessly talking about random things. So with that said, though,
Can I throw out, I'm sorry, Chris,
Sure.
if you got to go, you can go too. It's totally your call. Can I throw out one more thing I'd like to talk about real quick before we wrap up here?
okay.
I'd like to throw out a proposal of my own. Because as most of our listeners know, or if you're new to the channel, I'll explain it.
By the way, bets are open to be made with anyone at any time. I don't need to be the only person proposing them. If this
this
what
isn't
this is.
necessarily a bet. It's just a proposal of an idea for you.
Okay.
Um,
Smack me with it.
I have not played The Witcher since before Ollie has been born.
I know.
So I am very far behind.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing everything in my power to make sure I have enough money in March to go to the race in Phoenix. I was wondering if that'd be something, literally either any of you.
I've already thought
Chris,
about it.
Shy.
I'm not ruling it out.
If you guys
Well,
want to
Cheyenne's
come,
not here anymore.
if you guys want to come, I know, I'm just throwing her name in
When
there
is it?
just to include her.
but it's in March.
It's in March, like mid to late March.
It's my
usually.
birthday weekend. I think it's the 13th.
I'm
We could
interested
all
in
meet
going,
up in-
but I'll get back to you about it. I don't know what my...
Yeah,
It'll be
that's
before.
why I'm
It'll
throwing
probably
it.
be our last opportunity to go to Arizona before he moves. That's why I was thinking about doing it. I don't know if
That's why I
if
wanted
I'm
to
going to
throw
the
it out there.
race. I don't know if Sarah will go because again, we're also saving for a house. We could probably afford for me to go and just stay at your house and then just go to the race. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We could meet up.
I
we could meet up
am
in
very
Phoenix.
interested. So just
We could either meet up in Phoenix or you could fly into Phoenix. I'll go pick you up. You stay here. We go to the race. You fly back.
Yep.
Within a day or two, you know. I just want to throw it out there. I would love to have you guys come out here. We go to a race, chill out for.
yeah.
a
I'd love to
couple
have
days.
Chris with me on the plane and through the fucking airports, but if not, I guess I'm a grown ass
I
man.
would like
I can
to
do
go.
it.
I'm really good at
Yeah.
navigating airports.
Yeah,
Done it
I don't know if my
almost all
anxiety
online.
could handle that.
Gotcha.
But I still want to beat The Witcher. Don't take my
I know.
neglecting The Witcher as me not wanting to play it. I just don't have the time right now.
Also,
And
coming down the
to be-
pipeline, by the way, we're going to get Lord of the Rings reviews soon.
Yes,
From-
because I
From
am
this man right here.
I'm about an hour away from finishing the first extended cut of Fellowship of the Ring.
Are you watching it? in,
We're going to
like,
have Lord of the
bite-sized
Rings
segments?
updates. Yeah, we're gonna have
What's
bite-sized
that?
segment of his.
So he's like,
reviews.
you're watching it in bite-sized segments.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, no. We were watching it, and then it came time for the podcast, and I had about an hour left.
Okay, gotcha.
So Jake, how do you want to do this? Do you want to dedicate an entire episode to you ranting or raving about Lord of the Rings, the whole trilogy, or do you want to go movie by movie?
I'll go
Into
movie by
little
movie.
Bite-sized chunks. All right.
I'll go
If
movie
you're
by
gone
movie
for
in
a
few
while
chunks
and you
because-
finish it before you know, if you're gone for a while and then you finish it before you come back, then obviously we'll do a whole episode. But
Okay. But like I said, I should be able to get back next week, and I don't foresee us being able to sit down and watch another 5-hour long movie before next weekend. So
okay, so we can start the episode next week with you your Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring review.
yeah, that's fine.
All right, so don't.
And
I would say
I'm
pencil
quote
it in,
unquote live
everyone.
tweeting about it too.
Pencil it in,
Like-
everybody. Don't put it in pen. But pencil it in.
And mind you, this isn't my first time watching them.
It's
This
your
is my
first time as an
watching them
actually watching.
as an adult.
Yes.
Yeah, because the last time I watched them, I was probably like 7 or 8, and I was like, okay, cool, this is whatever. You know, I'm not really getting the story or the plot.
I was
or
down
whatever,
with Lord
but
of the Rings when I was 7 or 8. I loved it.
Yeah, see,
Even then,
I did too.
didn't understand
Allie's been
anything.
trying.
I was
Allie's
like,
been trying to convince me for as long as I can remember, and finally
I
today,
just
was
can't
like,
wait
you know
for
what?
this
We have
man to see
nothing-
Helm's Deep.
We have nothing to watch, so fuck it. Let's
It's
throw
not even
on
the best one.
Lord of the
Ride
Rings.
out.
But on that same vein, I'd be interested in doing something similar with the Harry Potter series.
Oh, Chris,
You've never
yes.
seen the Harry Potters?
I've seen
Oh,
up to
yes.
the Goblet of Fire.
Chris, yes.
Oh, dude, yes, please watch. it. It's so good.
I know that reference.
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
I saw a thing on YouTube that said that,
Yeah.
like, in the book he calmly
It says,
asks,
yeah.
Did you do
Like
that?
the audiobook is like, Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
He'd use some
And
like
then-
artistic flair in the when filming.
yeah,
it.
that's what the, yeah.
But no, I'm totally
Fucking
down for
choking
that.
him out, grabbing him by his shirt collar, like,
Like I said, next Monday, I should be clear. I don't foresee anything coming up.
It's a good.
yeah, I hope you don't have to miss,
The first game, I know it'll piss me off.
I know, man. All right, well, I think we should probably end now. Chris
Yeah,
needs to go
definitely.
study
Yeah,
his
let's
dick off. So,
Proud
thank
of
you guys
Chris.
for sticking around for this meandering last 15 minutes, I guess. Or rant, I don't even know what am I trying to say? It was
It's 15 bonus minutes.
Yeah, 15 bonus minutes. Yeah, sure. We'll see you guys next week. Stay unapologetically nerdy.
Peace out, y'all.
Yes.